So this is a short demonstration on how we can use AI to create um, simple AI assistants that can perform specific workflows. And the context here is going to be this is a system that is created to be used by small business owners, where they have to collect data, specifically greenhouse emissions related data that needs to be submitted to their clients. Okay, so this how it works is there is a chat interface where the business owner they can assign tasks to people, like maybe their subordinates, like person A will collect data A, person B will collect data B, etc. And then they can also create the database. They can create files. They can also check email. They can send email. They can download stuff from email. And also, let's say there's a data coming in from somebody. They can download the data. They can also use the data to fill up an Excel file. So this is the capabilities of this agent. And I mean, don't worry about the details here. The user interface is probably quite crude and okay, it's not really refined. Okay, here the idea is proof of concept, like what we can do with this sort of AI. Okay, so we will start by creating. So this AI literally introduces itself. Okay, what we need to do and all that, and the step by step process can be defined in the AI's workflow. So here we will start by creating the database. So the AI asked you, I mean, the AI asked the business owner, and we'll just say yes, proceed. So what will happen now is this will create a folder in the desktop, which will be used to collect the data that we want to collect. Okay, so we see that the AI responded by saying that the database is set up, and you can see it in your desktop. Okay, and so let's look into that. So this is the folder that was created. Okay, you see the folder here, and then it has subfolders, and there's also a file. Okay, and this file will collect the most basic information such as waste, energy, and you can see who are the assigned people for the roles, and then the log for whatever action that is being done by this AI. Of course, all this can be custom made, can be refined, can be designed in a way to suit your own needs. So this is just one example. So we'll go back, and then we will ask it to we will, because the AI suggested, okay, the next step, since we have the database, you need to have person in charge that can send you the information so that this AI can start collecting the data. Okay, so we will assign a person for waste. So let's assign, I'll just assign myself to collect waste data. His email is, okay, so what it'll do is it will log these details into the system so that in future this AI can just communicate with this person to get the data and all that. So you see there, recorded the data. Okay, so we have assigned this person to collect the data, and then if you look at this here, I have built a simple dashboard for illustration. Again, this dashboard can be as complicated or as detailed as it needed to be. So here we can see that the manager can see who he assigned for the particular role. Okay, it's going to be my this person, this name, and then there is an initiation email sent to the person saying that, okay, you must start doing this. So we will look into this email. So this email was sent to this person, right? So I'll log into my email. You can see here. Okay, it says that you have been assigned to as the point of contact to collect this data every week. Please reply to this email. So what I have to do is, as the person being assigned, I just have to reply this email with the data. So we'll go back into that later. But in before that, okay, I'm just going to show another example here. So we can communicate with this AI agent to check the status of the information, and this can be done either by initiating a conversation, or it can even be programmed into the AI agents or assistants so-called logic, so that it will check this information every week automatically. Let's say, for example, on Monday morning at 9 a.m., it will check the email. If there's no information being collected, it can also send like a reminder email. So in this case, we will just tell this AI assistant uh, to send an email or reminder email. Okay, so we ask you to check the email. If it's not there, if the information is not received, then we will ask you to send a reminder. So in this case, I've not sent any information. Okay, so it says that okay, no active email threads containing. Okay, so it checked our email, which is, let me open up the email. Okay, so this is a particular email that I used to as a receiving email. So in this case, okay, so we'll ask the AI agent to send a reminder to Guna so that the data is submitted as soon as possible. Okay, so we will see this. Okay, so we ask to send a reminder, and then we can check the email. There should be a reminder being submitted soon. Okay, so we see here. So when what we did was we just communicated with this chat interface, and then it just automatically created an email saying that, you know what, you're missing this when you're supposed to do this. Please get back to us with the data. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna act as this person that I'm supposed to submit the information, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna reply the original email. Okay, so I'm gonna reply with this information. Okay, this is a mock information to for waste data. It's a very simple one. We have waste ticket date, what is the waste quantity or volume, and then the type of waste. So I mean, in real life, this is going to be your waste docket, or any sort of data that you mean reference document that you use to collect the data. So I'm just going to send the reply using attaching this document. So this is the email that I'm going to reply with. I'm going to send. So this will be received to my particular email as sorry, this will be received by the boss. Okay. So now you see we have this email being received by from the person in charge to the person that is collecting that information. So since we have this, I'm going to ask the AI to check. Of course, this checking also can be automated. I mean, it doesn't need to be initiated by a chat. This can be like, automatically every week. At this point of time, you just check the email. If there's information, you collect the data, do whatever you have to do. Okay. Check mail. If there is data, update database. Okay, see the AI assistant was able to check the email. Okay, and then it found one document that is not processed, and then it took the data information and then it put into the database. So we will look into it. This email just was, it was not read just now. I mean, it was unread just now, right? So now when refresh, it's already been accessed by the AI assistant. Now it's being read, and this AI agent assistant was able to collect this data. So we look into the sample of that. So this is the database. Okay, and we look at it. If you look at it, this file is from the email. So it downloaded the file and then it attached a prefix, a timestamp prefix, so that this data can be tracked back to this particular file. Okay, and then if you look at our database, the so-called database, there's all this information that is being captured from the waste docket that was sent to us. So we look at the file here. So look at the Excel. Okay, so this is the file name. This is the file name. Okay, and then if you look at the ticket date is this one. The volume is this one, and the type of waste is plastic. So what this AI assistant did was it downloaded the file from the email, it extracted the data from the email, and then it put it into a structured database. So this was a very simple demonstration or proof of concept on how we can use private AI models, open AI models to create custom AI assistants. So the advantage here is this is free to use as long you have a decent enough hardware. This can be used in your PC, and the data stays within your PC, and it's free, right? Okay, so the workflows that we saw was it was able to create a database which contain folders, subfolders, files, and then create a data schema inside the file. Okay, and then it was able to assign or onboard a new person into the workflow. It was able to send a reminder email to them, and then it was also able to extract the data that we receive from the other person through the email. It checked the PDF file, it downloaded the PDF file, and then updated the PDF information, the information that is required from the PDF file into a preset data schema that we configured. So this is actually, if you can see the value of this, you know that this can be applied in many different use cases. This architecture is replicable in many different use cases.